prosperity of a nation, let peace reign. On the news this morning, appeal court ruling on Rivers Assembly crisis stirs more comment. Rivers State listed among a flood-prone state as federal government warned flood may worsen cholera outbreak. NAFDAC shuts down unregistered bakeries in Rivers State. And on the foreign scene, violent attacks in France ahead of parliamentary election. I'm Ifichukwu Moyele with the news. Now, the G60 members of the House of Representatives have declared that the judgment of the Court of Appeal or the Rivers State House of Assembly did not reinstate the 27 sacked lawmakers. The group led by Ikenga Ugochinyere said the appeal court did not void the sack of the 27 lawmakers. Mr. Ugochinyere spoke to journalists on Thursday at the National Assembly shortly after the verdict by the court.
And what was left in that assembly was what was then led by ADC Nehi, which sat and also had a proceedings on December 13, 2023 and declared those back. And that declaration is still valid and have not been voided by any court. Today's judgment was on the issue of jurisdiction on the interlocutory order of the ongoing proceedings in the River State High Court. That has not returned anybody as a lawmaker. Because if somebody is trying or thinking that he can use this to start causing commotion, I will urge the Rivers people to stand firm and resist that person.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the Grassroots Development Initiative GDI in Emoha local government area of Rivers State, Ibechi Oriji, has congratulated Martin Amehule for his victory in the judiciary. In a press briefing, Prince Oriji, who is also the chairman of the Forum of Local Government Coordinators of GDI, thanked the judiciary for making sure that the rule of law prevails.
To commend the judiciary for rising on their feet and then making sure that the right justice is brought to bear. And it is in line with the provision of the Constitution. So I congratulate Right Honorable Martins Amehule and other members of the River State House of Assembly who has taken it upon themselves to making sure that the proper thing is done.
Prince Oriji also commended the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, for standing by the River State House of Assembly led by Martin Amehule.
At this point in time, my advice to Rivers people is that the law have spoken. And as far as the law have spoken, everybody should key in and then make sure there is peace and order. I want to appreciate the FCT Minister, Chief Ezebonwa Nyesom Wike, for standing behind these lawmakers and making sure that the right thing is done, for not abandoning them at a very difficult time.
In the meantime, a member of the Simplified Movement in Rundele Ward 7 and former Emoha Council Chairman Azubike Odum has called on residents and youth in River State to remain peaceful and law-abiding following the judgment of the appeal court. In an interview with our correspondent, Mr. Odum, who was also a minority leader at the State Assembly, said political instability will soon be a thing of the past.
I'm calling on the youth in River State to continue to be law-abiding citizens in their various local governments. What is happening in River State is part of political drama. Very soon, all this will disappear naturally. It's just part of politics. Let us continue to support the present administration, the governor of River State, because this government meant well for River State, and the youth should continue to be peaceful in their various localities.
He also commended the CTC chairman of Emoha local government area, David Omeriji, and urged everyone to join hands and work with him for the development of the council.
Special grace of God today, Emoha local government is peaceful. The youth in the local government are very peaceful. We have already welcomed the present caretaker committee chairman and his colleagues. They started in good, good arrangement, and all the youth and the elders in the local government were giving their support to move the local government to the next level. So the caretaker chairman, which is David Omeriji, I think he started well, and we're giving him support so that Emoha local government will be one of the first local governments that will be recorded successful in this present CTC arrangement.
Now, yesterday, the Court of Appeal Abuja nullified the expulsion of Martin Amehule and 25 others from the River State House of Assembly by the State High Court. A three-member panel of the court held that the lower court lacked the jurisdiction to grant the ex parte order. The court held that section of the Constitution gives the federal government kit of Assembly member has become vacant. Now recall that while ruling on a matter brought by the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly on May 30th, Justice Charles Wiley of the State High Court restrained Martin Amihule and 24 others from conducting legislative sittings anywhere, including within the legislative quarters. And the judge also restrained Governor Fubara from interfacing with or accepting resolutions and bills from the 25 lawmakers. The court also held that all of the laws made by Amihule and others were null until the matter was determined. But on June 14, the appellate court ordered the parties involved in the assembly crisis to maintain the status quo. In another development, the national chairman of the Supreme Council for SIM, Lolo Ibiene, has commended Governor Fubara for his achievement within 1 year in office. Addressing newsmen after its leadership meeting, Mr. Ibiene criticized the police for the continuous barricade of the council secretariat in Rivers State. He said it has shown that the presidency is complicit in the political crisis in the state.
The police coming to occupy the council premises, for Christ's sake. Where has it happened before? Let them tell us. I believe that the presidency is complicit. I believe that because the Inspector General of Police does not take orders from anybody. We condemn it in its totality. The Inspector General of Police should apologize to Rivers people. He has no business occupying any premise, and no court in this land has asked the Inspector General to come and occupy the premises. None. So he has taken the laws into his own hands.
Also speaking, the co-national chairman of the Supreme Council for SIM, Orjin Gofa, attributed the political crisis in Rivers State to Governor Fubara's decision to serve the people of the state rather than an individual. Mr. Ngofa, who is also the former Nigerian ambassador to the Netherlands, however, commended the governor for his peaceful disposition amid the political crisis in the state.
What I consider as the reason behind this crisis is simply because the governor has chosen to demonstrate loyalty to the people and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's the reason for this. Some people think that Rivers State is their investment. They think that they brought the governor and so they own the state. And since they own the state and the governor has chosen to be loyal to the people, they want the governor punished by all means. But unfortunately, Rivers State is nobody's investment. Rivers State belongs to all of us Rivers people.
And now a group, the Wikematic Women of Rivers State, has reiterated their full support for FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The group, in a communique at the end of its extraordinary prayer session at Rumepericom Town Hall, described the FCT Minister as a symbol of wisdom and transformative leadership in Rivers State. They highlighted his empowerment of women in politics and governance and thanked President Bola Tinubu for appointing the former governor as FCT Minister. The communique was read by Wikematic Women's Director General Uche Ken Nduku.
We, the Wikematic women of Rivers State, resolves as follows: that we have reaffirmed our total support for our leader, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Chief Barrister E.M. Wike. We choose you as our leader because you gave us a voice and a platform to showcase our talent in politics. Nyesom Wike was the first governor of Rivers State to choose a woman as a running mate to occupy the office of the Deputy Governor. That on the mandate of Renew Hope agenda of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, we stand. And we shall continue to pray for the success of his administration.
Earlier, Deputy Director General Chinyeru Amara and a member, Daughter Bo, commended the FCT Minister for what he called his unparalleled achievement in education, health, agriculture, and infrastructural development in Rivers State.
We are women of Rivers State. We want to show and tell the world that we appreciate him, that we are happy with him, that he has given us a voice. Before this time, nobody knew women as such. They will always attach women to one thing or the other. But today, Nyesom Wike has given us a platform and we continue to appreciate him.
The women are happy and rallying around the former governor, today Minister FCT, for the fact that in Rivers State, he made all women in all the councils to have positions, especially at vice chairman of councils, then councillors. Women were never considered for anything, but he made it possible. And I think that for a man who stood his ground to do all of this for the women are happy. I will remain happy and grateful to him.
Still to come, Rivers State listed among flood-prone states as federal government warns flood may worsen cholera outbreak. Stay with us.
On behalf of entire Okomoko youths, we congratulate Barrister John Ngubo Otamiri on his work.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The chairman of the caretaker committee for Obiakpo local government in Rivers State, Chijioke Ihunwo, has presented official vehicles to members of his committee and secretary to the council. Speaking during the handover ceremony, Mr. Ihunwo announced that he will start town hall meetings across the 17 wards from next week. He said the meeting is to ascertain the needs of the various wards. He urged members of his committee to see that there's motivation and serve the people of Obiakpo diligently.
Our governor has said we should go back and talk to our people. We should make sure our people benefit. So that is why we're giving out these vehicles to caretaker committee members. The local government belongs to some of us. Obiakpo is too big for one man to own as a private estate. So I want to assure people that as we're in charge, we must do things that will favor our people. And by next week, we're going to start town hall meetings in all the 17 wards in Obiakpo local government. We are going to get the problem of our people. The one we can solve, we'll solve. The one we can tell our leader, the governor, will then assist us. We're also planning a health program that will cut across the 17 wards in Obiakpo local government. These are our programs.
In his admonition, the Rivers State Commissioner for Power, Solomon Eke, urged the CTC members to give their best for the betterment of the local government and their people.
I know that they don't have any other option than to reach the nooks and crannies of Obiakpo local government area in bringing good services, starting with information delivery and all that is associated to good governance. Because without information, we may not do so many. And I know that the people who are going to work with the chairman are highly committed, simplified members. And those are simplified members, they wish well for this administration of His Excellency Similaye Fubara.
Also, the special guest and leader of the non-indigenous in River State, Sam Aya, said with a car gift that he has demonstrated that CTC Chairman Chijioke Ihunwo came prepared to serve the people. Now, in Omoma local government area, the caretaker committee chairman Promise Reginald says he has kicked off a hardship relief initiative tagged Bele First. It is a comprehensive program aimed at providing urgent support to 2,000 vulnerable individuals in the area. Speaking to Newsmate shortly after flagging off the program, Mr. Reginald said the initiative is a testament to his commitment to the well-being of Omoma people, particularly those affected by hardship and economic challenges faced in the local government area over the years. Now, he said the 2,000 beneficiaries will be given cash to improve their livelihoods, adding that the program will be ongoing throughout his tenure as chairman.
As you can see, our people are very happy, and at the same time, their expectations are very high because the previous administration impoverished our people. So for us, this is not just the simplified movement, rather, it goes beyond that because it's a fight against injustice, a fight against hunger, it's a fight against bad governance. So for that reason, I and my team decided to set up a committee that will be chaired by me that will oversee the empowerment of at least 2,000 lives. So we're going to pay them from now to the end of our term. From Monday, we'll start the payment and we'll start the disbursement.
The Omoma caretaker chairman assured that he would provide a safety net for the people of Omoma in times of need.
I want to use this opportunity to assure our people of our commitment towards the development and empowerment of our people. I also want to use this medium to tell them that we are doing everything humanly possible to work with all security agencies to ensure, the safety of life and properties. I also want to tell them that we are not distracted despite all this news you hear here and there. All these things are made distractions. They will come, they will go. The most important thing is that we can't go back to Egypt where we're coming from, this Omoma land.
Away from that, a coalition of media commentators in River State has applauded the developmental strides of Owa 1 of Ogideche Ezendudiri Azwatalam. Now, the spokesperson of the group, Akara Chukwudi, during a courtesy visit to the palace of the traditional ruler, urged the government to support individual effort for the overall development of the Ogida community in Ichie local government area.
For a while now, we have been hearing what the Oma of Ogida has been doing for the community, and we deem it necessary to actually come to find out the true position. As a group, we commend the efforts made by Eze Ndodrem Azwatalam, the Oma of Ogida, in making sure that the community is being projected. Many things are lacking in this environment, and despite hosting one of the multinationals like SIAT, much has not been given to the community as a dividend of democracy. We didn't find a functional secondary school, health center. They need development here from government.
Now, while giving royal blessings to the group, Azwatalam expressed concerns over the lack of basic social amenities in the community. He spoke alongside the Community Development Committee Chairman, Franklin Ebebu.
Ogeda is a host committee of SEAT. Go to our school, any government will come, incomplete building, primary and secondary school, same place. Chiefs pay helping teachers. Please, let our state governor help us. The community is also expecting to benefit of the government, empower our youth and our people, like also Mekurindimere, Barrister John Okurafo.
Our road is too bad. This rural area was supposed to have a good health center. There's no light. We have a new secondary school, and both primary and secondary school are in one building. For now, we don't have desk. We are begging this present government should come to our head.
In other news, the Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Joseph Telumum, says river flooding is expected to begin this month, and states likely to be impacted are Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Adamawa, Benue, Bayelsa, Cross River Delta, Edo, Jigawa, Kogi, Kebbi, Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa, Ondo, Ogun, Taraba, and the FCT. And then the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has shut down 4 unregistered bakeries within Port Harcourt metropolis. Catch the business news at 7 for more on this. On the international scene, a growing number of candidates and activists in France have been targeted with violent or verbal attacks in the run-up to Sunday's 10th final round of parliamentary election. On the news this morning, you heard the appeal court ruling on Rivers Assembly crisis has stirred more comment. And on the foreign scene, there's been violent attacks in France ahead of parliamentary election. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS on WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.